Good morning students, welcome to Mount Literacy School. In this video we are going to discuss about flowchart, that is 6th chapter in your Computer Masti textbook. I am your teacher Sophia Malik. Let's go through it. Okay, this all we have discussed in last period, what we are going to learn in this chapter, how to draw a flowchart for problem solving, structure of a flowchart. Now you know what is program, what is programming language, basic elements of programming. Why it is required? Because flowchart we are learning just for the programming purpose. Okay, so to understand programming, to write program, the first step is logic development. And for that logic development, we are learning flowchart. So all these concepts must be clear to you. So you must also know types of programming. Sequential. Okay, first type is sequential programming. Sequential means in a sequence, step by step manner or one by one. So in this type of programming, each and every line of program will run or execute. Okay, what do you mean by run or execute? When we write the program, we are writing the program. But when we see the output, that is called execution of program. So in sequential type of programming, each and every line of program will run or execute line by line. Nothing will be skipped, okay, in this type of programming. We have done many examples of such type of programming, just like find out area of rectangle, addition of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers. All this comes in the category of sequential programming. Next, conditional programming. In this type of programming, condition is applied. Means there is some condition and depend upon that condition and result, flow of program will be decided. Okay, any condition if we check, then there are two probabilities. One is true and second is false. Okay, we will discuss this later on in term of flowchart. Then repetition programming. In some type of programs, we need to repeat the part of program. So in such type of programming, repetition programming will be used. That is also called loop. Conditional programming, where flow of program is determined by a condition. In flowchart, condition is defined by diamond shape with two branches. If condition is true, then yes part will execute, otherwise no part will execute. Basic structure of conditional flowchart. Start is determined by ellipse, then input is represented by parallelogram, then condition will be applied. Okay, it will ask some question or put some condition, depend upon the input. If condition is true, then yes part will execute and process of yes part will be there, and then output will be accordingly. Then it will end the program. If condition is false, then no part will execute, process if false will be there, and then output will be depend upon the process and then end the program. So here either yes part or no part will execute. Both of this will never execute. So that's why in conditional programming we can say that flow of program is determined by the condition. Either this part will execute or this part will execute. Let's discuss with some example. Example 1. Draw a flow chart to find out if given number is even or odd. Okay, if any number is given to you, how will you decide that number is even or odd? Generally, we used to check the last digit or unit digit. If it is even, then number is even. If that is odd, then number is odd. But that is not same with computer. If you want to do the same thing with computer, if you want to give instruction to computer, then same logic we cannot apply. Then what we'll do? First we'll do the step 1. What will be the input? What will be the output? That will decide. The input is n, that is any number. Output will be even or odd. Means we'll display the message number is even or number is odd. Then step 2. Logic. What logic we will apply here? Here we will apply the logic that if number is divisible by 2, divisible by 2 means if we divide the number by 2 and the remainder is 0, then the number is even. Otherwise, number is odd. Step 3, draw a flowchart. Okay, so first of all, when we draw a flowchart, we have to go through these 3 steps. Step 1, step 2 and step 3. Then it will be very clear to you what are the steps of flowchart. Here you can see start. Then we have taken one number n. Okay, then we put the condition. If n is divisible by 2, means if we divide n by 2 and remainder is 0, then if yes, that number is even. If no, the number is odd. Okay, so here input and condition is very important. Then example 2. A hotel is giving 10% discount on bill amount greater than 5,000 and 5% on bill amount less than 5,000. Draw a flowchart to find out how many percentage of discount will be applied. Okay, step 1. Here we'll decide what will be the input and what will be the output. Input will be A, any amount, then output 5% discount or 10% discount, depend upon the amount. Step 2. Logic. What logic will apply? We'll check if amount is greater than 5,000 or not. Then step 3, draw a flowchart. So this is the flowchart for this problem. We'll start. We'll take one amount, we'll check the condition that amount is greater than 5,000 or not. Here I just made the mistake that amount is 50,000 but actually it is 5,000. Then if it is yes, then 10% discount will be applied. If no, then 5% discount will be applied. So children, now you know basic of flowchart like use of flowchart, guidelines to draw flowchart, types of programming. We have discussed flowchart on the basis of sequential programming, conditional programming. Next video we will learn flowchart on the basis of repetition programming. Till then, practice more examples. Take care of yourself. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Till then, goodbye and thank you.